legends. One of the Memphis variety and one of the Vancouver variety. He is Greg Anthony and Earl Watson. I'm Jared Greenberg. Let's start this 30-minute sprint by talking about the champs. The Lakers in San Francisco to take on the Warriors are coming off an impressive win on Steph Curry's 33rd birthday where they beat up on the Utah Jazz. Lakers have been struggling a bit of late. Could they bounce back? Well, hey, Steph Curry kisses off the glass. Look at that from Curry. And then Curry, GA, in traffic.
Yeah, I mean, terrific at finishing, playing without it. And I tell you what, that was an explosive move by the young fella.
And that last dime by Curry made him the all-time franchise leader in assists. Curry pulls up. He had 27. Warriors were in the lead, but that would be short-lived. A little backdoor for LeBron. And then Montrezl Harrell. Earl, he was amazing in this game.
Oh, 27 points in 25 minutes. He was a beast. We know what he did with the Clippers last year. Right now, he has one of the best passes in the game, if not the best, getting easier buckets.
Oh, look at the rookie, James Wiseman, going up and a little elbow right to the face, or maybe the face met the elbow. So Kyle Kuzma to shoot the tech. Not only is it an air ball, it goes wide left. Just a bit outside.
I've never seen that.
Never. We've seen air balls. We've never seen them miss to the left. LeBron not missing too often. This time finding Kyle Kuzma, who had 17 off the bench. The big theme here was off the bench. Lakers up by 15 at the break. Let's go second half. LeBron. Oh, Earl, LeBron can hit from anywhere.
You put him on that elbow, he's learning to master the elbows and then master the post. That is longevity for his game, and it makes it easier, less energy. No one can double team you at that elbow or at that post because he's such a great passer.
And there is the pass to Harrell for the dunk, and then LeBron from the outside. He buries that. LeBron finished with 22 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds, 98th career triple-double. Lakers shot nearly 63% and as a team handed out 36 assists. How about the bench? Outscoring the reserves for the Warriors 71-41. Curry, 27 points. The other four Golden State starters combined for just 29. Let's talk about this Laker team, who we learned earlier on Monday, guys, that AD could be out for the next 3 weeks or even longer as he continues to bounce back from this Achilles injury. GA, how concerning is this that the Lakers are trying to find their way here and don't know when they're going to get Anthony Davis back?
You know, the concerning part for me is Anthony Davis. I think they're going to be fine. Listen, LeBron hasn't played great. Schroeder was out for a stretch, and they just kind of hit a rut where things were not clicking. We saw this from them last year as well. And you can see now they've got 2 games that they won in a row. They played lights out really on both ends tonight. And so you can see them potentially starting to build some momentum. The real question is, will Anthony Davis get all the way back? Because I do believe that he's got to be right in order for them to defend.
Earl, what are your thoughts?
I totally agree. I think health and wealth is more important. And right now, the health is getting their team back. The wealth is momentum. And we all know that LaMarcus Aldridge is out there somewhere, so they need a big who can score. But without AD, they don't have the same impact for longevity and sustainability throughout the playoffs.
Well, a good win for the Lakers over the Warriors. They have outscored them in the 2 games they've played this year by a combined 50. But CJ McCollum is reportedly going to play Tuesday night after missing the last 2 months from breaking his left foot. What do you expect to see in CJ, and what type of impact do you think he'll have?
You got to think about 13 games played this season. Let's not forget he averaged almost 27 points a game. He is that guy who I thought was on the verge of making his first All-Star team. He got out the gates quicker than Dame, and then Dame eventually caught up like we knew he would. Dame needs him. Dame's been carrying the load and been making a case that he could be in that mix too for most valuable player to his team. So CJ's going to come out. We know he plays off the bounce. His dribble combos are phenomenal. I don't know how he does it, and I already know he's cooking people in practice. Otherwise, he wouldn't play. I was on the team with him when he was a rookie. So I'm happy for CJ, and I can't wait for those 2 to get back into the mix. And now you're talking about 2 players that can disrupt a lot of things in the West.
All right, from a guy in Lillard who you say is an MVP candidate to the guy who's won in the last 2 years, that is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's coming off of 2 consecutive triple-doubles. Bradley Beal back in the lineup, and this is the last game with this knee injury. He said it's more of a precautionary thing. He probably didn't want to be around for this early on when Giannis just took over, Earl. Look at him go.
Yeah, you cannot defend Giannis with just one player. You need 3 tiers of defense. When Toronto beat them in the playoffs, Giannis was dominating the playoffs in transition points per game. What they did was create 3 tiers. One guy met him at half court, another guy met him at the free throw line, the last defender was at the rim. And they lost that first game versus Toronto because their center position, Lopez, went off, but he couldn't sustain that throughout a playoff series, and they turned the tide and won the series on an amazing play by the Toronto players. So when you play Giannis, he's an MVP candidate. He's too athletic, too strong, too skilled with the ball off the bounce and playing above the rim.
All right, we're seeing Bradley Beal rip off a run here to try and keep his team involved. He had 14 in the quarter. Then, check out this. Beal working, hitting the jumper. He had 37 on the night. All of a sudden, a 5-point game. This Wizard team never goes away. But here come the Bucks putting things away. Giannis, and then Giannis the drive, and Giannis the top score. What a line from Giannis. Give him another triple-double. 3 straight triple-doubles. 31, 15, and 10. 133 to 122. The final, the Bucks have won 4 in a row. Let's go to Charlotte, where the Hornets have been playing great basketball. Winners of 3 in a row, taking on the worst defense in basketball, the Sacramento Kings. And things got worse for Sacramento on this night. Marvin Bagley would go for the block shot on Terry Rozier and hurts his hand on that, Earl. Bagley suffered a broken left hand, and he did not return. Wow.
That's very unfortunate. Bagley has so much game. He needs to find his rhythm and find his identity on this team because we know what he can bring offensively. I've seen him dominate a lot of guys, but he needs that sustainable opportunities on the court. And what can we say about Melo? I said he should have went number 1. You don't pass up on those type of guards. You don't pass up on guards who are young and beyond their years like a Luka or a Melo.
Look at Gordon Hayward. People in Minnesota and San Francisco were not listening to Earl Watson. Check this out. That bucket by Hayward gave Charlotte its first lead of the game with just over 90 seconds to go. Here comes Buddy Hield. He had 23 to tie it at 113. This team, Charlotte, down by 15. They come all the way back. Rozier, who was questionable to play, finished with 26 points. Now Hornets up 3, inbounding. Rozier tips the inbounds pass to the front court. Rozier recovers and gets fouled. No call for a backcourt violation. Luke Walton not happy about a lot of things, and the frustration boiling over. Bad call there, Earl?
That's a tough call. I think they go back to be a controlled tip, not a deflection.
All right, well, 31 to 20, the Hornets outscore the Kings in the fourth quarter for a 4th straight win. LaMelo had 8 of his 16 coming in the final quarter. Pistons at home for Greg Popovich and the Spurs. They still don't have DeMar DeRozan. Obviously, you know the story with LaMarcus Aldridge. He's away from the team as they try and work out a trade or a buyout. But the Spurs are still going to be the Spurs. Devin Eubanks, the big throwdown. And then DeJounte Murray, Earl.
I love his game. Washington native, Seattle kid. Spurs going to do what they do, play .5 basketball. That means you don't hold it for longer than .5 seconds. You drive it, pass it, shoot it, and you always play good to great, passing up a good shot for a great shot.
There is Derek White, the layup and the foul. Devin Vassell, the rookie. Oh, the big-time throwdown on the break. Spurs up 82-66. And then DeJounte Murray. The clock winding down, you betcha. Then Murray comes up with the pick. He is such a good defender. 19 and 10. Go ahead, Eric. All right.
Tough. He's a tough player, that wingspan, the way he plays. And Coach Pop gives him a lot of leadway because he wants his point guards to get back.
Bounce back win for the Spurs after their biggest loss of the season, losing by 35 the other night. And that DeMar DeRozan update, team saying he should be back with the team at some point on this road trip. Pistons have now lost 10 of 12. Well, the Nets have James Harden. Is he at Warriors tonight? LeBron, 22 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds, and the bench was outstanding. The reserves for the Lakers outscored the second unit for the Warriors 71 to 41. Kyle Kuzma had 17 points. First squad, the New York Knickerbockers. You know about that guy, GA, Spike Lee.
Yeah.
All
Probably
Nets.
the first time.
Go ahead.
First time he's been excited in a long time, Spike Lee.
Yeah, a real long time. Nets in dominant form early on.
Oh.
Look at this.
And, they're just so good in transition, obviously, and James Harden, there's just really nothing he can't do on the basketball floor.
Harden, another triple-double. Look at Kyrie. Uncle Drew, he had 34. Take another look, GA. Look at the handle.
Oh, my God. The beauty of his game and Harden, they really complement one another because Kyrie offensively is gifted as anybody.
Well, the Nets were up 67-55 at the break. Third and fourth quarter, here comes Julius Randle. Then Randle, defense into offense. 33-12 for the All-Star. And R.J. Barrett's putting together a real solid post-All-Star break start. He had 23 points. What was once a dominant net lead was down to 4. Here, Nets up 5 under 20 seconds. Knicks force a jump ball on Harden. Knicks throwing it up here, and they win the jump ball. And what happens? Give it to Randle. 2 hands for safety.
He was incredible down the stretch.
Now take a look at this. Nets inbound. Knicks called for a foul, but after further review, take a look. It's a jump ball.
Yeah, good decision there to change that call.
So the Knicks were down by as many as 18, but what would they be able to do? Check out Randle. Oh, Scott Foster whistles for a